So, welcome back to my very veggie legacy challenge. Um, let's check in with Fern Seedling. So, as you can see by her needs, she is not doing well. She's got to go to the bathroom, she's got to eat, she needs to talk to somebody, and very soon she's going to need a shower. So, I played through one day, that was Sunday. And just to get her in a semi-comfortable space. And that is saying something. Remember, she is high maintenance. So this is her house. It's not much of a house. It is just, the roof, sort of, a ceiling, I guess, and the floor. I was able to get her through photography. She took a bunch of selfies and sold them, up to Simstagram, selling them. And so through that, she made enough money to get a sleeping bag, green, of course, a cooler, also green, and let's go down here, and a pea bush, or as I've heard some Sims players refer to them as a poo-hoo bush because, you can do other things in that bush. Oh, look, there's a little rabbit. Let's go ahead and name that rabbit. This is fun. Let's name the rabbit. We'll just go with whatever comes up. Peter, there you are. Excellent. And so this is it. I mean, this is what she's got. I just moved the stones that were scattered throughout her property. I moved them over here. The other plants, I just moved them over by the trees. So nothing was deleted. She had zero money. As you can see now, she's got 71 simoleons. So she's doing, all right. I was also able to purchase a little knitting basket for her so she can complete her Lady of the Knits aspiration. She knitted a couple of items. One is on Plopsy. The other one's just sitting here. This is her trash. This is her granola she ate. She can really only get instant foods out of this cooler, so that's not going to be a great option. And then you may notice over here there is prairie grass. So I turned on a few lot traits. So let's look at those. Now, as I've heard other Sims folks say, it is not cheating if it is in the game. And so I gave her a tiny home because when you have a tiny home, your skills raise a lot faster, and there's a lot of other benefits. In terms of her lot traits, I gave it great soil because I want things to really grow nicely here. And again, this is the English countryside. I picture this is some lovely soil, right? Just right for gardening. And I gave her the home studio trait, which gives a boost to painting, writing, other things like that. And then also natural well. Stay with me here. The reason I chose that is because, let's see if I can show this. Over here, there's this lovely river. So I'm picturing, she has like plentiful water thanks to that freshwater source over there. So she has natural well. And what that does is that gives her a little bit of a break on her utilities for water. Now, in terms of lot challenges, I love the simple living challenge here because that means that they can only cook things that they have the ingredients for. So, for instance, if they want to make a salad, they have to have all the salad ingredients like a tomato and lettuce. If they want to make a cake, they need an egg, they need flour, they need sugar. So it makes it a little bit more realistic without making it ultra realistic, because remember, your girl does not like to do laundry or shave her legs or clean the floors in The Sims. We don't do that. But I do like the simple living because I think it kind of adds some meaningfulness to their cooking skill, and they're learning and using things that they have. It also makes the foraging part fun and the growing things part fun. I think it makes gardening really fun. And I love gardening in real life, and I love doing it in The Sims. So, and then I turned on prairie grass because what that does is that creates these. Let me go back in live mode real quick. That creates these lovely little patches here, and you can you cut them down and you might find things in them. So you might find some collectibles. You'll definitely get prairie hay, which can be used multiple ways. You can also sell the prairie hay either through their inventory or you can sell it in Hinford on Bagley, I believe, to the fruit and vegetable stands that are down there. I like doing that. Again, it's like a little bit of realism. You know, don't just dump things into the drag here and sell. Like, go and sell them somewhere or sell them through a selling table. And sometimes you get like different cool collectibles. You might find, you know, different things in there. So it's kind of not a cool thing to have going on because it's a lot challenge, but there is a benefit to it, so I like it. So here we are. She is going through her day. She's super hungry. I turned on the fame thing, or rather I left it on and did not turn it off. I generally turn off the fame stuff because it starts to get really annoying. If you're unfamiliar with the fame system, what happens is they end up getting fame points and it leads to cool things, but then they also get fame quirks, which are super annoying. And one of them is she's a phone fanatic. That already happened because she took a bunch of selfies. So I'm just going to go with it with her. My thought is she's an artist. She's kind of one of those people who, in my mind, she's not doing it for the fame, but the fame is a nice a perk that she appreciates, you know, getting some fame there, getting some notoriety. So yeah, anyway, if it gets too annoying, I reserve the right to turn it off because this is all about fun. So now she's getting up. She has this cool sleeping bag, but she may not like it. Yep. Ooh, my back. If you have a teen sim, they tend to really enjoy sleeping in the sleeping bag. But I imagine because she is high maintenance that she does not like this. So she is probably not going to appreciate it if I give her like a bed that has, you know, low comfort, that kind of thing. But this was what we could afford, my sweet little seedling. This is all we could afford on our little budget here with photos, selfies, and beanies, her beanie sales. So anyway, that's where she is right now. It takes some time. It's a little bit of a slog, so I probably won't show everything that I have to go through to get her where she is. But right now we're trying to get through these Lady of the Knit stuff. Knit for 5 hours, start knitting projects while inspired. That one's going to be challenging because she is clearly uninspired. Look at that face here and her icon. And you have to knit in a rocking chair, which of course you have to afford a rocking chair in order to knit in a rocking chair. But yeah, so that's where we are. If you are doing any kind of a Sims challenge, let me know. It'd be interesting to share stories. But as always, I want you to go read a book.